What if you could double your fat burning by combining two of the most powerful metabolic tools on the planet?
Today, we're diving deep into the synergy between the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting, guided by our AI coach, Keto Keith. We'll explore why these strategies amplify each other, how to choose the right fasting window, and ways to make it work with your busy life. But first, we need to tell you a story.
In the early days of our keto journey, I was constantly stuck at a plateau. I had cut carbs and embraced healthy fats, but my weight loss and energy started to stall. I would watch videos of people raving about intermittent fasting while still feeling intimidated by the idea of skipping breakfast. My mornings were already chaotic, 2 kids to get ready for school, a commute across Los Angeles traffic, and a mind already racing with work tasks. One Monday morning, after a weekend of indulgent barbecues, I woke up determined to reset. Instead of reaching for our usual butter, coffee, and bacon, I decided to experiment with fasting until noon. The first few hours were tough. I could hear the kids munching on their breakfast and the smell of toast and eggs filled the house. I drank water and black coffee and focused on getting the kids to school. By mid-morning, hunger came in waves, but there was also a sense of clarity I hadn't felt before.
Next, she sent a text message to Keto Keith through the KetoTrust app to ask if fasting would sabotage your keto progress. He explained that intermittent fasting actually enhances ketosis by depleting glycogen and encouraging fat oxidation. He said that fasting doesn't mean starvation, it means compressing eating windows to allow your body to rest and heal. He suggested starting with a 16-hour fast and eating between noon and 8 p.m., focusing on nutrient-dense meals within the window. He also provided encouragement, stating that the first few days might be uncomfortable, but our hunger hormones would adapt.
I followed his advice and prepped my meals ahead of time. Leftover pulled pork from my meal prep, avocado salads, and bone broth. I told the kids that mom and dad were doing an experiment, which made them curious rather than worried. By day 3, the morning cravings had almost disappeared. We had more mental focus for work calls, and we felt lighter. The afternoon slump that once had us reaching for snacks vanished. Our energy remained steady through dinner with the family. Over the next weeks, the plateau broke. We lost inches and gained confidence. More importantly, we learned that combining keto with intermittent fasting isn't about deprivation. It's about harnessing your body's natural rhythms to heal and thrive.
That story shows the transformative power of pairing keto and intermittent fasting. Now let's unpack why this duo works so well and how you can make it part of your routine.
Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern where you cycle between periods of eating and periods of not eating. It isn't a diet in itself. It's a schedule that allows your body to shift from burning glucose to burning fat more efficiently. Popular methods include the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window, the 18-6, and the occasional 24-hour fast. On keto, your body is already adapted to running on fat, so fasting helps you slip deeper into ketosis more quickly.
When you fast, your insulin levels drop and your glycogen stores deplete. This signals your body to tap into stored fat for energy. Because you're eating low carb and moderate protein on keto, your insulin is already low. Fasting takes that to the next level. Many people report improved mental clarity, stable moods, and enhanced autophagy, which is a natural process of cellular repair. Fasting also gives your digestive system a break, which can improve gut health.
Getting started doesn't require you to jump into a 24-hour fast. Begin by delaying breakfast by 1 hour each day until you're comfortable skipping it altogether. A simple way is to stop eating after dinner and not eat again until midday. Drink water, black coffee, or tea during your fasting window. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium can help fend off headaches and fatigue, so don't be afraid to add a pinch of sea salt to your water. When you break your fast, choose a meal rich in protein, healthy fats, and non-starchy vegetables to keep your blood sugar stable.
Meal prep is your friend when combining keto and intermittent fasting. Plan your meals and have them ready so you're not tempted to grab processed snacks when your eating window opens. Batch cook proteins like chicken, beef, or pork and pair them with different sauces and vegetables. Soups and stews are great because they're easy to reheat and digest. If you're on the go, pack a salad with hard-boiled eggs, nuts, and an olive oil-based dressing. Remember, fasting doesn't give you a free pass to binge on junk. Quality still matters.
Adjust your fasting schedule to fit your lifestyle. If you work out in the morning, you might prefer to eat earlier and stop eating by late afternoon. If you have dinner with family, a noon to 8 p.m. window might be ideal. Women might need to be more flexible around their menstrual cycles, as hormones can affect hunger and energy. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. The goal is to create a routine that supports your health rather than feels like a punishment.
There are some situations where extended fasting may not be appropriate if you're pregnant, nursing, under 18, or have a history of eating disorders. Consult a healthcare professional. People on medications or with medical conditions like diabetes should also speak to their doctor before trying fasting. And remember, fasting is a tool, not a competition. More isn't always better. A well-executed 16-hour fast can be just as powerful as longer fasts when combined with keto.
How does our AI coach Keto Keith fit into all of this? He personalizes your fasting and eating windows based on your schedule, your activity level, and your goals. He can help you troubleshoot symptoms like fatigue or cravings, suggest meal plans that fit your eating window, and adjust your macros as your body adapts. He takes the guesswork out of the equation so you can focus on living your life.
Let's dive a little deeper into the different fasting strategies you might encounter. The 16-8 is the most common because it's relatively easy for beginners. The 18-6 provides a slightly longer fasting window and can boost fat burning for those who are comfortable with 16 hours. One meal a day, often called OMAD, involves fasting for 23 hours and eating one large meal. Some people thrive on OMAD, but it's not necessary and can be stressful for others. Then there's the 5-2 method, where you eat normally 5 days a week and restrict calories to about 500 calories on 2 non-consecutive days. While the 5-2 isn't strictly fasting, it does create a calorie deficit and can be combined with keto if planned carefully.
Another advanced technique is alternate day fasting, where you alternate between a day of eating and a day of minimal calories or complete fasting. This pattern can lead to significant fat loss and autophagy, but it can also be socially disruptive and difficult to maintain. If you're considering longer or alternate day fasts, it's wise to build a solid foundation with shorter fasts first and consult a healthcare professional if you have any concerns. Remember, fasting is about metabolic flexibility, not punishment.
Let's talk about working out while fasting. Should you exercise on an empty stomach? Many people find that fasted workouts enhance fat burning and mental clarity, especially low-intensity activities like walking, yoga, or light strength training. If you're doing high-intensity interval training or heavy lifting, you may feel better eating a small snack before or after. Keto Keith can help you time your workouts and meals so you have the energy you need while staying in ketosis. He might suggest a targeted ketogenic approach, adding a small amount of carbohydrates around your workouts to replenish glycogen without kicking you out of fat burning.
It's also important to break your fast intelligently. A common mistake is ending a fast with a huge spike of sugar or carbohydrates, which can cause a blood sugar surge and crash. Instead, break your fast with a balanced meal that includes protein, healthy fat, and fiber. For example, scrambled eggs cooked in ghee with sautéed spinach and avocado, or a salmon salad with olive oil dressing. Bone broth is a gentle way to start your eating window, providing collagen and minerals that support gut health.
We've seen some people struggle with intermittent fasting because they underestimate the importance of hydration. Drinking enough water helps your body flush out toxins and reduces hunger signals. Herbal teas and sparkling water can add variety. If you find yourself feeling dizzy or weak, it may be a sign you need more electrolytes. A quick and affordable option is to dissolve a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon in water.
Many listeners ask, will fasting slow down my metabolism? The answer is no, not when done correctly. Short-term fasting has been shown to maintain or even boost metabolic rate by increasing hormones that help you burn fat. Prolonged calorie restriction, however, can lower metabolism, so Avoid extreme caloric deficits for weeks on end. Think of intermittent fasting as a rhythm of eating and not eating, rather than chronic deprivation.
We also hear questions about social situations. What do you do when brunch with friends falls during your fasting window? There are a few options. You can shift your eating window that day to accommodate brunch, break your fast with a light meal, and then return to fasting afterward, or simply enjoy the brunch and resume your routine the next day. Flexibility is key. One meal won't ruin your progress, especially if you get back on track. Having a plan, like bringing a keto-friendly dish to a gathering, can help you stick with your goals without feeling deprived.
Let's recap. We've learned that intermittent fasting is a flexible eating pattern that can supercharge your ketogenic lifestyle. Fasting lowers insulin, boosts fat burning and autophagy, and gives your digestive system a break. You don't have to start with long fasts. Ease into it by delaying breakfast and staying hydrated. Prep your meals so you can break your fast with nutrient-dense foods. Tailor your fasting window to your lifestyle and listen to your body. Explore different methods like 16-8, 18-6, 1 meal a day, 5-2, or alternate day fasting to find what suits you and adjust around workouts and social events. Most importantly, use tools like KetoKey to personalize your journey and provide accountability.
Listener challenge. This week, try a simple 16-hour fast if you've never fasted before. Note how you feel during the morning and how your first meal tastes. Share your experience with our community and tag us. If you're already fasting, play with your window, maybe shift your eating earlier or later and see how it affects your energy. And if you want personalized guidance on fasting and keto, check out KetoTrust. Our AI coach, Keto Keith, will walk you through every step, help you create a plan, and even turn your success into an income stream.
Thanks for listening. If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who's curious about fasting or keto. Subscribe to our podcast for more tips on living well and earning while doing it. Until next time, keep trusting your body and keep trusting yourself. Your journey to optimal health and maybe a little extra cash starts with knowledge and consistency.